All right, let's see. Welcome in everybody to the Thursday edition. Jai, welcome back as always, my friend. Gary, I believe welcome back as well. How are you, Gary? Let's see if you want to unmute yourself. What's going on, Gary?
Hey, how are you doing? Good to see you again, Rob.
Yeah, how's everything?
Everything is good. Been using the system quite a bit. Got a couple of questions just to clear some things up, and my goal is to semi-master this and be a half a Rob by the next year. So
Oh, that's awesome. Gary, what's your industry again? What are you in?
I'm in the solid waste industry. I've got I was going to retire, but I ended up having a separate business similar to the one I worked for, but I've really selected five or six different product lines to work and integrate back into waste haulers. So
Okay. And then the ones like how long have you had Dubb now for? It's been a little while, right?
I've been with you about 2 months.
Okay. How's it going so far as in terms of the recording and sending?
Everything's going good. I've got a few small tweaks that I need to do.
Yeah.
Do you want me to explain it to you now, or are you going to wait till
Yeah, no,
more?
so far it's just John and you right now. I would say it's like
My
that.
son might my son might be joining us too. His name's Brett. He happens to pop in. So
Oh, nice. Okay, cool. Yeah. But go ahead. Yeah, jump into it a little bit, Gary.
here's my scenario. The way that my business is set up, I can use Dubb for some e-blast to people that expect my e-blast, and
Yeah.
that can be rather generic. But I have two large companies where they will automatically block you if you send an email that is not specific to one person. So I've been using a lot of the individual
Yep.
email function. The issue I've got is I don't think I'm quite understanding the presets
Yeah.
because I thought it would be preset where I could just hit a button and add my salutation portion of the video and connect it.
Yeah.
But it seems like I have to go in, pick two or three videos. So I don't know if I'm not linking them correctly.
Yeah.
And I just want to see if I can speed that process up again because it's taken me about with one take 5 to 6 minutes per video, and I didn't know if that was normal time or if I should be able to do them quicker.
Are the 5 to 6 takes one, is that just like a quick hello personally to someone and you're kind of giving some
It's
other
a quick hello, and then I'll have 2 to 3 videos off to the side that they can view.
Yep.
So in other words, I'll be talking about something like, hey, we've got a device for eliminating bungee cords around compactor receivers. Check it out here, and then it segues into the video. But I having to select because there's like 2 or 3 videos I want to queue up for them,
Yeah.
and I know the preset. The way I understood it, I could just have like one template that would have everything ready to go. And I think that's what I'm missing because I'm having to sort through every time. And then the other question I've got on that is every time I send somebody a video, it goes into that queue of all my videos, and I've got to sort through all that just to get to the few that I want.
Yeah, usually the tag is the best way to do that. We don't have any kind of files or anything, so you just have to tag the videos, and then
Mm-hmm.
it could be for whatever the audience is. So I'd say tagging would be good for that. As far as the recording and the presets, let me just show you this right here, and just make sure we're
Sure.
doing the same thing here. And then, all right, so let me share my screen. Can you see my screen, Gary?
I can see your screen, Rob.
Okay, so we have under assets over here to the left. Presets is right here. And
Okay.
we have lots of different presets for obviously different audiences and different things. We all share stuff. We have a ton of them, right?
Right.
But for you, do you have multiple presets or do you only have one?
I did some presets like that,
Yeah.
and yeah, I did that. I did the presets for all the teleprompters.
Yep.
This is a separate one. So when I do a preset like this is my question: can I only preset one video? So if I have 3 videos I want to see, should I be segueing those together into one preset? Do I have to like merge those videos, or is there a way to connect them on here?
Well, what you can do is a couple things. So if we had this preset here, let's just say this one, right? We click the edit
Okay.
button, we scroll down, and here are our playlist videos. So these are going
Okay.
to play right after your initial, hey, Rob, hey, Susie, whatever that is, right?
Yeah.
And if it's on the preset, you just have the videos that you need in totality, the ones that you want to show, just add them. So you can add them
Okay.
here by hitting the plus button, searching for it by name. See how they pop up like this? And then you can just
Yeah.
select the one that you want. Like if I want this one here, I can drop it right in. You also can move these in order with the little hamburger sign right here. You can slide them up,
Yeah.
right? And then if you
Yeah.
want to delete, you can just delete. So this is where you would add the videos, and then you would go down the bottom and you would click save and close.
Okay.
Now, all of those videos would be on there. Those will always be the ones in the playlist. So all you would need to do is when you record your video, like if I was recording a video, let's say I recorded this one. Don't mind the cat videos. We're working on this little ad here, and it should be pretty funny. So let's just say let's say this is my like, hey Bob, or hey this one right here. Let me refresh my computer's. Know what's going on? You know when your computer's acting up and it's slow? Come on, it's Thursday.
Yeah.
It's not Monday. Let's go. All right, so this one. All right. Now let's just go with the cat one. Okay, so let's just say you're a cat and you're saying hello, right? This is the first one. So see this little drop down right here?
Mhm.
This
Yes.
is the presets, okay? And the check mark is the one that would be the preset landing page for this thing. So that's like your default. Anytime you record a video, it will be that landing page unless you change it. So what you can do is you come over here to this button to the right, click this button here. It's going to be a preview. Okay, there's my video. Make sure your
Mhm.
playlist videos are here, right there. And then just make sure the page is the way you want it. And if it is, then good. Then every video you make where you're saying hello to these different folks, to these individual ones you need to make for those companies, all you have to do is just make sure that it has the proper preset attachment. So those videos will always play after. Does that make sense?
That makes sense. So I'm going in, then I go to my dashboard,
Hmm. Yep.
and then I just pop in. I'm going to record on my webcam. But before I do that, am I going over here to the left and tagging the presets, or how am I? So I'm
Yeah, just
okay.
make sure that when you go into presets and just click presets here, you only have like what, two or three? How many do you have?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll have like three, or I'll need about three or four doing these correctly.
Okay. So just make sure that you have the right landing page for the right outreach that you're doing. So if they're
Yeah,
different for those two companies that are individualized, just make sure you have that preset. Like you could even call it, like when you call these things, you could just give it an internal name like two company outreach. You know what I mean? Just so you
yeah,
know that that's the right one. And just
yeah. That much I totally get. So I think this explains it. So, but I'm just trying to see. My first move is going to
record the
be.
video,
I'm saying
record
I'm
that
just saying I'm
video.
doing a video. I'm going to go send. I'm going to send Bob a video, and I want to send him the first one. Do I
Yeah.
first go to videos and bring everything up?
Yeah, so what you can do is if you want to group them, right? Like if you record a video and it's like hey Bob's, because when you have these videos, just click record, change the title, right? Up here at the
Mhm.
top, hey Bob. And then when you have the video library in general, like if I'm back here in the video library here, you can go to right here, tags, and you can add a tag. So you can come in here and click here and then name it and then set it as a favorite. This would be the best way, right? Because um, we're talking about tagging videos just so he knows where they are. So if it was like the individual ones, not the hey Bob, hey John, or whatever, because those are the two company ones, but they're different names. But you're talking about the other people, right?
Well, what I'm talking about is, let's say, like right now, I'm going through a company called Republic Services, and I've got the teleprompter up. I'm
Yep.
comfortable with that. I've just got to send each one of those guys a personal introduction and then tag into three or four videos. So my first step is to bring up the dashboard, bring up the video, and then do the video, then drop down as a preset, click the preset I want. Is that correct?
Yeah, so forget about the tagging thing. Just is record the videos, get to your library, choose that
Yeah.
video, like this is your hey Bob or hey John or whatever, and
Okay.
just make sure with this drop down right here, select and make sure it's on the one that you want.
Okay, got it. Okay, that answers that. Then thank you. And then the quickest way, because I noticed, the captions are really pretty good. I'm usually there's two or three things there that I need to check, and I've gone through and I'm using all the syntax to make sure my cadence is correct. But really, you have to upload the captions almost every time because you're going to want to check the SRT file for misspellings or miscommunications, and then you upload it back, and then you're set. So that has to be a step. I mean, you do advise to check the captions every time, correct?
Yeah, I mean sometimes with us, like Dubb will spell D-U-B instead of D-U-B-B.
Yeah, I get the word roll off I use over and over, and it comes out as phonetically as ROHL. So I have to go in and check it every single time. So I was wishing
Mhm.
there was a way that you could recognize speech or syntax, but I don't think there is.
I don't think there is, right, I think that's the only way
Yeah,
you can do
right
it.
now there's none as of the moment, but we'll check that with the team. Maybe in the future we can get everyone's spelling get to be corrected by the AI or the captioning.
Perfect.
It's because sometimes too, it's like the word pronunciation. Like there was the social video I was watching the other day, and the speaker was said, "This is inhuman," and it said "human" in the captions. It didn't say "inhuman," it said "human." But you heard it, but it was like the way he said it, it was unable to pick it up. So I always find myself when I'm making the videos trying to, without sounding like I'm over pronunciating, you know what I mean? The actual words. So sometimes it just doesn't pick it up the right way.
Yeah, and again, it also doesn't recognize when it's critiquing you for industry slang that the person knows. It's telling you, don't use this word because you have to explain it. Well, no, they already know it. I understand. It's just giving you its best explanation.
Yeah.
Um, Thank you. The two other odd things I'm getting, and again, I don't know if this is me, but I will go in, I'll label the video, I'll click it,
Mhm.
and then I'll come back and it's not saved. That's happened to me like almost a third of the time. And I mean, I
Oh, okay. So you're probably all right. Let me show you this right here. So you're probably
the
doing.
check mark. I hit the heck out of it. I think I'm going to bruise the keyboard.
All right. So
Yeah,
you're
that guy.
so you're doing
No,
the
the
you're doing the webcam recording, right?
yeah,
So if I hit record here, you're doing your thing.
yeah, correct.
Here we go. Now it's recording, and you're clicking the check mark right here, right?
Right?
This one? Okay.
Yes.
Let's see if mine works just to make sure there's not a bug. When did you do your last recording? Or
Yesterday.
okay. And they all did not save, or only like the last one you were doing, or just a
No,
couple?
what was happening was where it says video created with Dubb,
Uh-huh.
I would go to retitle that.
Uh-huh.
I would retitle it. I'd click it, go away, and it wouldn't save it.
Oh, I think you have to unless are you clicking this check mark right here?
Yeah, I'm clicking the hell out of it.
Oh, that's the one you're clicking a lot, huh? Let's see.
Yeah.
Huh, and you're clicking when you're clicking other stuff, you're it's working, right? Anywhere else you're clicking?
It's working. It's working fine. So I think, and again, it's just been where then I go send a video to somebody, and I mean, I got to tell you guys, you guys have changed my business already. So I mean, I can't thank you enough, because my open rate is just going through the roof. But of course, with your open rate, you want your title, so you don't have to go back and say who opened that because it just says blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
So I've got to get better at that. I think maybe I'm not clicking it hard enough, or but I mean,
You shouldn't have to do any finger workouts. I'm sure you're
no,
fine.
I mean, I just, I mean, but it's been a few. Shit, I could have swore. I mean, I went in. This one I'm saving for sure. I go back, I get the open, 15 minutes later,
Yeah.
and that works out good. The other question I asked you guys about the other day was that unfortunately this thing's working off. It looks like satellites and towers because I'm getting multiple opens on some of these things. There's a big safety issue in our industry, and I
Yeah.
was trying to track who was getting this forwarded to. And I found out in one case it was the same dude opening it up, and he opened it up, and it came up Virginia Beach, it came up
Yeah.
Hampton,
Yeah.
it came up Dallas, Texas. So there's no that really. I mean, it's good to see every time it's open, but there's no way you can really tell if it's being shared or not.
Yeah, it's tough with the right, because even if I opened it and then I shared it and someone else watched it, unless you have like their actual email and it shows who opened it, it's tough to tell. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, and then the last question I had, um, when I try using, first of all, I prefer to use my own background.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
I do, but I have like a logo background I use.
Mhm.
And the reason I don't like to use your backgrounds, no offense, is I always look like a ghost on it. And I mean,
Oh,
I've tried several different locations, but I fade in and out. And you can see it sometimes behind the
yeah.
background that you have. But I'm having the same issue with mine where I've got a logo JPEG I put in. Half the time it takes the logo and gives it the black background that I provided.
Yeah.
Half the time it gives me the logo and it gives me the back of the room.
Oh, interesting. Okay. I think, a couple things you could do is these in general. I mean, if you have a space, I know with me here, behind me is the two blank walls right here. So typically, if you have a lot of stuff behind you, it could kind of mess with the virtual background a little bit. You should have some pretty good front light. If you don't,
Okay.
bumping up that light helps. But if you look at this here, if I go virtual background, let me just select this one right here. See, if I stay
Yeah.
pretty compact,
Yeah.
I'm okay. But it's when I start doing this that I start
Yeah.
getting ghosty. So I got to
And
stay.
see, I've always been trained in public speaking to move my arms because
Yeah.
it shows more emotion and it gets people watch your, if you stand with no hand movement, they
Yeah.
go, eh.
I would do this. I personally recommend the dinosaur theory is T-Rex arms. Pretend you have short T-Rex arms and you're within your shoulders doing this kind of deal, and you're still doing your thing. It's a little bit of an
Yeah.
investment. Yeah.
It's hard, man. My last name ends in a vowel. We talk with our hands. It's what we do.
No,
But yeah,
it's important, but just talk within this frame. You say, imagine you can't go outside here. The rules are you got to stay within your shoulders. So,
gotcha. Okay, I will do that. Thank you.
yeah.
But you've noticed that ghosting effect too. Sometimes I assume.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, you can pump up the light as much as you want. It's just that Zoom probably has the greatest virtual backgrounds. I mean, they spend, I don't know how much a year on their virtual backgrounds, but yeah, they're
Oh,
pretty.
I know. I use Zoom and they're great. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
sometimes
the
people will
baby.
record in Zoom their, what they want, then they'll upload it into Dubb and drop it in there. So you could do that as an option too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So this like, the steps I'm taking then are correct. And if unless I get that preset step in there, turn
Yeah.
it on, do my recording,
Hmm.
change the title,
Hmm.
go through the captions. Do you find, do you see, again, I went to broadcasting school for a couple of years. And so
Yeah.
I had this down pretty good. I mean, it was a long time ago
Yeah.
and I could do a half-minute commercial to the dot, but this thing constantly tells me that I'm speaking too quick. And I mean, so
Yeah.
I've tried slowing it down. It almost sounds like I'm a robot. So I don't know if that is a completely accurate critique.
Yeah. You're saying Kyra, the AI coach?
Yeah,
Yeah, I always think there's always caveats with an AI suggestion, even with our AI Kyra. It can sometimes say if you're being repetitive, and in sales, we are repetitive on purpose sometimes, even in customer service,
yeah,
hammering home a point. So that I can always take with a grain of salt. I always take with a grain of salt in terms of the where you're placed on the screen, because if you're inside a bubble, it might say movie to the center, but like, no, I'm off to the side on purpose. So that's a grain of salt. And as far as the words per minute or words per second that you're doing. If you are speaking at your natural pace that you speak at, I think that's something you can disregard. The only difference is if you were making a video where there was this really exciting announcement and you're talking like this, or if you had this other video where, listen, we've got a really important update on what's happening. And there's a different shift in like your mood where it would kind of,
yeah,
make sense that you weren't talking up, normally faster because you're excited because you're not as excited. It's a little more serious of a tone. So that's I think I would kind of ignore that
yeah,
unless you got feedback from people where, listen, you're going a mile a second and I'm not getting what you're saying.
yeah. And mine's been pretty good, like I said. And I watch the lazy mouth too, because one
Yep.
thing I see in a lot of these people don't read, they're don't necessarily read their script, or they just drift off course and then you have an issue. But for the most part, like I said, I think the critiquing on there is pretty good. I just want to get tighter and tighter with this so I can get more and more of these out. My son didn't come on here, I don't think. Brett, I don't
Was
know
it
if he
Brett?
came on.
I don't see him in here yet. No.
Okay. But he's going to start using it also. I've got to sign him up
Okay.
for it. We were just waiting until we got these last few trade shows done.
Okay.
And then he is not as proficient as doing in front of camera work as I've done in the past. So
Yeah.
it's really going to take him a little bit more time. So a lot of this I'm asking so I know when I'm working with him
Yep.
what's really the best way to help him out.
Well, we
He
have
said he
feedback.
said he's been in the chat room since 12 o'clock. Huh.
Oh, really? Where's he at? I don't see him in here. It's weird.
Okay. Let
I
me
would,
spell it.
the feedback at Dubb is a really good email address for people to send over tests. So he should probably utilize that. And if you're going to trade shows, just remember that every Dubb video has a QR code. So you can always get those videos pre-recorded, like, hey, it was great meeting you at the event.
Yeah.
And then you can do that and send it.
Yeah. I've been using like I said before this, I used co-video,
Yeah.
and that was absolutely a terrible. Now that I sign on with you, what a terrible experience.
Oh, sorry to
Um,
hear that. Yeah.
well, I mean, it's not to bash your competitors, but I don't think they were really set up for what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And every time I wanted to get some type of help, I would get some random person in
Mm.
Cape Town, Zambia,
Yeah.
somewhere, who was doing the old speaking off of cue cards to me.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
there was no help whatsoever. So
Well, we try the best we can to have like, having this every day is a nice thing to have. We try to make it as convenient as we can with the other videos, the recordings on YouTube later, as much as possible in terms of that. And we even try to do little strategy sessions. I know I've done coaching sessions with people where like, hey, if you book a time with me, we'll jump into some stuff. You know what I mean? Just as far as some strategy stuff. So we try to help everybody out as much as we can.
no, you guys have been great.
Well, cool. Well, Gary, thanks for everything. Hope that all helps. I'm going to bounce over to a couple other people now, but as always, thanks for popping in, my friend.
Thank you. And Brett says he can hear you, but he can't see it. So
Hi, Brad. You
There you
can
go.
hear me, but I don't see you on the list here. Let me pop over to Dell real quick. Dell, if you can hear me okay, if you want to say hi. I saw that you were in here. I haven't noticed your name in here before, so I'm not sure if you're new. You can unmute if you'd like. If not, you can put in the chat, a one in the chat if you're new to
Unmute.
Dell. Oh, there we
Unmute.
go. Hi.
Yeah. Hi.
Good to meet you.
Well, I fully didn't expect a personal greeting. So, hi, how are you?
I know, kind of crazy, yeah. Well, we have
I
like,
love it.
depending on the day, if we've got like a full house, sometimes it's a little harder to go around. We can kind of do the chat thing, but there's about 80 people in here, so we can kind of pop around a little bit. Where you at in the Dub journey on the free
Oh,
trial?
my Lord, I'm just a beginner, really, really a beginner, and
Okay.
jumping back into a world that I haven't been in maybe a lot of career days way back when.
Okay.
So, all of this is going to be just a straight up learning experience for me right now.
Okay.
I've got a person I'm working with that's very techie, and my friend Karen Miller, Valerie Miller,
Oh yeah, Valerie.
software.
Yep, I know Valerie. Yep.
Yes, yes, she's wonderful.
Yep.
But I'm just now getting in here and trying to figure out. I was on the speaking circuit for 10 years. It was one of my careers.
Yep.
So I think once I get comfortable, I'll be all right. But
Well, let me ask you,
it's
so
all
what's your
about learning
industry?
the logistics of the program.
What's the industry that you're in? I'm trying to remember
I train professional caregivers in burnout prevention and compassion fatigue. That's pretty much my market. I'm a psychotherapist myself. Um,
Oh, you're
and
right. I had a short meeting with you, I think. I think you were meeting with Eileen and I popped in real quick. I think
yes, you
yeah, yeah,
did.
yeah. No, nice. Okay, good. Okay. I would say the biggest thing, and we say this to everybody that's just getting going with this, is isolating the use case and then the technology related to it. So with you, is it email outreach, LinkedIn outreach? I'm trying to remember how you're reaching out to folks.
Well, I don't even know if I've gotten that far, but
Okay.
a lot of marketing she's going to be helping me with. We've been developing content and pulling together a lot of my old workshops that I've done in the
Oh, that's
past on
cool.
this.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah.
pulling that together. So what did you just ask me?
Yeah,
What
so
would
for Dubb, like the use case. So most people that will use Dubb will say, you know what, I got an email list. I want to reach out to by email.
yeah, right.
Yeah. Or I want to reach out on LinkedIn to certain, professionals. So I'm saying for you, do you get a lot of referrals? Are you reaching out to folks? Like what's the plan with that?
Well, I think we're trying to go into the um, what am I trying to say? Picking up other people's audiences,
Hmm.
like that are related to my topic and
Hmm.
that provide the information to caregiving professionals.
Okay.
So we're looking to do it that way, just picking up audiences out there off of the sorry, I'm not thinking very clearly
No,
today.
I think you said
Had a
before, I'm trying to
cold.
remember. I think you said there were managers that you were going to try to reach out to that had been in the position of the folks that you were also going to reach out to, where they had,
Yes,
I think, different pressures than the people on the front lines, right? I think that's what.
right. We talked about that's two different,
Okay.
completely different kinds of burnout too.
Okay.
Yes, you did
Then
help with that.
then those two audiences, that's the question of, okay, so how are you reaching them? So I think we said LinkedIn would be one way, especially for the manager side of it. And then the other side, I believe, was kind of a omni-channel approach um, where you're calling the centers, you're also emailing them. And then I think also if they were local, I believe you could use the mobile app as well. I think that's kind of where we were when we were talking about that, because if you're going to reach out to the individuals, which, this happens at Dubb a lot, where people hear about Dubb, they're either on a sales team and they're trying Dubb for the first time, they're part of a team. And then they say, oh, I like it. And then they'll tell the rest of the team, tell their management, and then they'll go with it. Sometimes it's the person that's in charge of the team that finds us and is like, I'm going to test it out, and then has the team use it. So in your case, I think the messaging, getting the people that are on the front lines, the messaging obviously is a little different than the manager that you're getting, because even though they might have been there and they'll understand that, their pressures are going to be different than the pressures that are getting on the front side.
Yeah, okay, let me understand if I'm not going at this right. You and I are talking about the marketing of my product right now.
Well, the sales part of it, reaching out, like how are
On
you
the
getting?
sales
Yeah.
part, where am I going to go with
Okay.
this? I
Yep.
think my focus right now is trying to learn your software,
Yep.
trying to figure out how to put together a short video,
Yep.
trying to get set up to
Mhm.
go out and market. Because
Okay.
if I attracted clients right now, I wouldn't be prepared for
Yeah.
them.
I would
So,
say these are the two styles that I would focus on these two, and I'll show you these two right now. This one right here, let me show you this. Can you see my screen?
yes.
Okay. This is probably the most straightforward style you can get in terms of making a video. This is recorded from your webcam, Dubb mobile app on your phone, and it has a little whiteboard feature where you can type. So all this is, I mean, back in the day, people would hold up a little whiteboard, physically write on something, and it would be right there. Little different here. This is the most straightforward way you can communicate with someone. So when you hit record, it's going to be the first 3 seconds it's going to repeat. And that's what's happening here. I hit record, I'm bringing the phone up in a frame, and it's just going to keep repeating the same thing. Even though it says the person's name on there, which is great, I would think about it from the perspective of the frontline worker and that manager. So this would be one style. What would be the phrase or question that you would have for them to make them want to click on this? Does that make sense?
Right. What the phrase or question?
Right. So ChatGPT is a good place to start in there. You jump in and chat and say, give me 10 to 20 opening hook questions or statements, like 5 or 6 words. What would that frontline person want to hear about your solution that would make them want to click on this? Something relatable. Same thing
Uh-huh.
with the manager. And I think if you use chat with those specific parameters, it will give you something. But from recording something, like you said, learning how to do this
Yes.
right here, this is how you would do this. And this recording is going to be on YouTube later. So I would just watch it back, and then I'm going to show you right now how to do it. So to record something like this, you're going to come over to Dubb. You're inside your platform. You're going to click on the red camera icon that sits right up
Okay.
there at the
Camera.
top. Okay. And when you're here, this is going to open up your webcam. So here we are
Okay.
now.
Hi.
Now, what you want to do is get the Dubb mobile app on your phone. So it's Dubb app, APP. And then do you have an iPhone or Android or what do you have?
Right.
Yeah, either one, you find it on there. But this is the app. See right here?
Okay, yeah, I see it.
And then it's a little bright. It's tough to see. There's a little square button. It sits right up here at the top. And you just click this little square button. Oh, it's kind of tough to see right now for some reason. Oh, there we go. See it right there? That one?
Uh-huh.
Just click that right there. When you click that, that is going to be where you can type. And that's where I was typing the message.
Okay.
Okay. So when I type it, I'm going to say, how about some training? So you type your message, whatever it is, right? And then turn it like this. And when you turn the phone, see how it just turned like that? So you go from here
Okay.
to turning it, and there it is. And when you
All
have
right.
this, now you have
On
your
that
message.
on that photo John, you put out there what? A question?
Your question or statement, that's where I would play with ChatGPT and see what is best. But whatever, if it's a question or a statement, it has to relate to obviously the person the group of people you're reaching out to, the frontline people and the managers. So that's something you just got to play with in terms of what that would be meaningful for them. But for this physical recording and doing this, this is like this. You have a good light in front of you, like a ring light or natural light. And then I'm going to hit record here. Record button's here. And this is what this would look like.
Where's the record button?
Yeah, let me show you. It is right. See the little red dot in the middle right here?
Hmm.
You can select this right here like this. It gives you a countdown, 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Hey,
Uh-huh.
this is Rob. Listen, I wanted to reach out and talk to you about some training here. And then you get into what you're going to say. You're doing your thing, right? And you can
Mhm.
pause the recording if you ever just want to take a break. Like maybe pause, click it again, resume recording what you're saying. You also have the option for a teleprompter. So you could technically just save a script into Dubb and you can have the words right in front of you if you want to do that. Have you used a teleprompter before?
And you're
Oh, you're cutting out a little bit, but can you hear me? Have you used a teleprompter before?
my internet connection is what
Yep, I can hear it. Okay. If you can hear me now,
yeah,
have you used a
I can
teleprompter?
hear you.
Have you used a teleprompter before?
No, I haven't done
Okay.
anything in Dubb. That's why I'm trying to learn.
Okay, just teleprompter wise, we have that in case you want to. It's pretty awesome to have the words in front of you. But if you know what you're going to say, then just hit record, keep it nice and short. Say what you're going to say. I'd say 30 seconds or less for these outreach videos because you want to focus on whatever that hook is that you're trying to talk to them about. And so if
Right.
I had a question or statement for them, I'm going to open the video by saying that because remember, I have it right here on my phone, so they know. And then I'm going to mention what the value is. Like, why am I reaching out? Well, I'm reaching out because of this, because I know you have this challenge or I know you have this thing that we have a solution for. And then at the end of the video, you want them to take an action. Say, click the button below if you'd like to book a time with me, or click the button below if you want to download a guide that talks about when you're on the front lines, what this means, or if you're in a management position, this is what this means. So it's a nice short to the point video, but this is the style right here to record this. So you recorded the video. Now, this button right here in the middle will delete the video, this X. If you want to delete it, it will always ask you, are you sure? And when you're done with that, if you
Okay.
want to save the video, it's the check mark. The check mark is going to save the video into Dubb. So when you select this, the check mark, you're happy with the video, it's going to save it into the Dubb platform. And when it's saved into the platform, it's going to go to the video edit
You're
page.
kind of cutting in and out. I've got to talk to AT&T.
Yep. So when you save the video, it'll go to the
Create a
video.
video.
Yep. Save the video. It'll go to the video edit page, which is right here. Anytime you save a video into Dubb, you'll land on this page here where you can do a number of things. Okay. But I want to talk about the style. Did that style make sense with the webcam?
Yes.
Okay. I
And
would
where do
focus
I
on,
save?
yeah.
I
Go ahead.
questions, but where do I save? Where's the save button?
Oh, when you record the video, it's like this.
Yes.
So let me show you again. So it is webcam, record, 3, 2, 1, and then it's this button right here. See the check mark right there? Can you see that right there?
This one. Oh,
Right there, the check mark, the blue
right.
one.
Got
Yep.
it.
So select that and it saves it, and it'll start saving into Dubb. Now that's
And then
what,
where I can get it.
yeah, then you'll end up on the video edit page like that.
Okay.
And you're inside Dubb. And basically, this video that you recorded, if you click on videos to the left, now it's just in the video library. See, it's in here.
Okay.
So it's in here, okay? Now, as far
Okay.
as LinkedIn, okay, if you wanted to reach out on LinkedIn, this is something we talk about a lot where let's pretend that this is one of the managers at the facility, or it could even be one of the frontline workers, okay? You have some, you want to reach out, all right? So what I would do is I would use this up here. This is the Dubb Chrome extension screen recorder. So all you have to do is Google Dubb Chrome extension recorder. It's a three-step process to get it up here, this little button. But when you do have this button
Okay.
up here, here's the whole point. When you open it up, I'm gonna go tab here. See how I'm on the screen? See right here? I'm the bubble
Hmm.
on here.
You come up
This is,
on this page.
yes, I'm on top of his page. So what you want to do is
Right.
just adjust the size a little bit so you're not covering too much. Just adjust the size. Put yourself right next to the person, just like this. And you can either use the phone, remember, with the message?
Uh-huh.
Yes. So same thing,
Right.
but now you're on top of their profile, just like this, which is pretty neat. So if I was going to do this, I have this open. I have it on tab. Over here to the right says tab, which means I'm just going to get this page. It's not going to show any of the open tab messes that I have at the top. It's a nice clean cut. I'm going to hit record. I'm going to choose my tab right here. Here's my tabs. You can see my little bubble on the page. I'm going to
Hmm.
click share. Now you see that 3, 2, 1 countdown, and here we go, just like this. Hey, this is Rob. Listen, I wanted to reach out and talk to you about some training that you probably need. The reason I'm reaching out is because I start going into what I'm going to say. Now, what I did there was notice I held it up, right? I held it up. That's my animated GIF. I did this kind of thing. But then I jumped to full screen. So I did that by doing this. Can you see this little button down at the bottom that says expand webcam? Do you see that down there?
Mm,
Right down at the bottom. It's a little square on the little remote down at the bottom. If you click that, it brings you here.
yeah.
Or you
Okay.
can hover with your mouse over your circle and double click. Double
Okay.
click. But it's nice to jump to full screen if you want to just talk to them and then go back to the page. Now, with this screen recorder, you can scroll around, keep talking if you want to. You can hit the pause button right down over here, stop the recording, right? You can just take a break like you can, we just did with the webcam, take a break. And then you can click the button again, and now you're recording again. And if you ever want to point some things out, you can use the annotation tool, this right here to the left. So I can come in here and I can use arrows if I want to point some things out. I can do some text on the screen if I want to. I can choose the numbers. Maybe I want to put things in order of importance. And all of these are going to stay sticky. If I keep going down the page, they're not going to follow me. So these are nice ways to reach out either by the webcam or doing a nice screen recording like this. Now, to save this video, same thing as you did before. Check mark right here. Click the check mark.
Check mark.
Yep, it's going to save it into the platform. And again, now that video is inside of Dubb, and it's going to initially take you to the video edit page right here, just like we did before. Now, if
Okay.
you want to share this video with Ruben on LinkedIn, okay, you recorded it, now you want to send it to him. What I would do first is I would connect with Ruben on LinkedIn. So people sometimes use like a third party auto connector, like an Expandy, where you go in, you look up people's, your folks, okay, they're in this industry, this is what they do. And the automatic connector will send connection requests with messages and it will connect if people decide to connect. Or you can just do it manually, where you can say, oh, I want to reach out to this person, and you can send a connection request. I wouldn't send the video with the connection request. I would wait till they
Connection.
connect. Yep. And then when they connect, it's this button right here, message. And then see this little Dubb button right here at the bottom? This little button. This is here because we have the Chrome extension, which we just used. This little shortcut shows up right here. So when you click this button, now see my video? There's my video right to the right, right
Uh-huh.
here. And then you just click insert. There it is. Send. And now that person is going to see that nice animated GIF just like this in their inbox, which stands out more than the normal text-based messages you get in the inbox. And that's what they would see, something like this. Does that make sense?
No, yes.
I
Okay.
would just focus on those two. That way you don't
Okay.
get overwhelmed by the tech. I would focus on the webcam and
Yes, I need to get a video and then I need to go find somebody to send it to.
yeah, now if you want to send it, okay, just from a basic send, okay, if we go to an email, you open up a compose window. If you're going to email, make sure you have the word video in the subject line right here. First thing that they see. We found that that's made a difference over the years because you rarely see it. This subject line, you want to have that nice hook that we talked about. Why should they even open the email before they even see it? And I would play with ChatGPT in terms of what does a frontline person want to hear? What does a manager want to hear? Then just a little bit of text about why they should watch the video. And then to add the video in, you have two choices. One, if you're using Gmail, this little Dubb button you're going to see at the bottom, like we just saw on LinkedIn. If you use Outlook 365, it'll be off to the right, the little Dubb button. But it's right here. So you select
Email.
this button. Again, find the video, right? There it is. Click insert, drops it right in, and you're able to send it. You also
Okay.
can send a video from inside Dubb. So you pull up a video right here from your video library. Okay, I want to send this thing, right? Like if I started my video library, here I am. Which video do I want to send? Okay, I'm going to send this one. Select it. And then it's this big blue button right here. Share and send. Put the email of the person you're sending it to so you can get that tracking. You can even type a little message that's at the top if you want. Click copy for email. And then it's a copy and paste. I come back over here, paste it, and it's dropped right in. So you can either send it from inside the email or you can send it from inside the platform. And then you would just send. So I would focus on those two things. And if you want to, I highly recommend using this email address. It's feedback@Dubb. And we have people that send us stuff, and it's awesome. Feedback@Dubb. I just put it in the chat. So if you want to practice one where you're just doing the webcam, pretend that I'm a frontline worker or a manager or whatever it is, send it to feedback at Dubb, and we can give you some feedback before you send it out.
Okay.
That way, that way you get the
Feedback
tech
at
down.
Dubb.com.
Say it again.
See, feedback at Dubb.com.
That's correct. Yeah. So I would just focus on that. So this training is going to be on YouTube support in a couple hours. Typically, we have the recordings up there. And I'm going to drop this in the chat. We always put this in here too. This is the link to the YouTube support channel. You should see this training within the next couple hours. And I would just go to the part that you want to see that we just covered. So you're able to practice that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I really will need to go back over it.
Yeah, just take your time. Just go piece by piece. That's how people have learned it, where they go back to the training, they pull it up. Okay, I'm gonna open my webcam. Great. Okay, now let me open my webcam. Up, let me get the Dubb mobile app. Okay, I have the Dubb mobile app. So just like do it step by step by step.
Okay. Dubb support on YouTube. It's dubbsupport.com.
On YouTube, it's Dubb support. I put the link in the chat. If you can see in the Zoom chat, I put the
Okay.
feedback at Dubb email and I put the link to the support videos.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. No problem at all.
With your time.
Yeah, of course. We want to make sure. Look, there's no
Absolutely.
point, there's no point in having it if you're not going to know what tech you want to use and what to send. So
What
yeah,
I need to do with it. Yes.
got it.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. I'll see you soon.
Yes.
Okay, so let me pop around. I saw some other people kind of come in. Dean, I don't think Dean, have I seen you here before? Dean, your name looks familiar, but maybe it's been some time. If Dean, if you can hear me okay. Hey Dean,
I'm here.
how are you?
I'm doing fine.
Are
Yeah,
you returning, Dean, or are you new to Dubb?
no, I'm returning.
Oh, nice. Okay, so what's your industry, Dean? What do you do?
Well, the last time I talked, I do that Ava voice AI, where we have a receptionist answer the phones for people using AI.
Oh, that's right. I kind of remember that now. Yeah, you're doing the AI outreach. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was a while ago you and I talked. Yeah.
Yeah, and I've been had a little health issues for a while, so I haven't been that involved. But I always was intrigued by Dubb, and the way what you just showed that lady is what I wanted to see, and I'm going to use that more now. And I'm going to because I was so cool how you did it, and now that I saw you do it again, I don't know how to do it, and I'm going to do what you told that lady to do to practice that. So that's what I'm going to do.
Perfect. Well, Dean, good to hear you, my friend, and stay healthy, of course. And yeah, no, I remember us meeting. You were pretty passionate about this thing. We talked about it a while ago. So that's
Right.
that's great. Send us an email of feedback when you're ready.
I have another question.
We got.
They said if you starting a new academy or training, if you have the pro version.
Oh, well, we have so with this, I'll show you this in the dashboard so you can see this. Let me just share my screen. It is
Okay.
this right here. So in Dubb in general, when you're on the Pro plan with Dubb, and you have access to this with the Pro Plus, like if you scroll down here in the dashboard, this second link right here is to Dubb Academy. This is everyone has access to this. This is just the Dubb Academy
Right.
training, right? But
Right.
if you have Pro Plus, right? There's Pro and Pro Plus. If you have Pro Plus, the third link is the coaching link that Ruben and Darius, the founders of Dubb, do twice a week. So they do it every Tuesday and Thursday. And if you have Pro Plus, you have access to this. And what it technically is they go to a deeper dive into the coaching. They kind of dive deeper into tech stuff, deeper into strategy stuff, all based
Mm-hmm.
on like, their experiences from starting the business, what they've seen over the years. They even have a little open mic. It says register for open mic. And what that
Uh-huh.
is, it's a little form you can fill out about your business, what you're looking to do, and they'll give you advice in and out of the platform. So that's kind of the deeper coaching that those guys do twice a week.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, you're very welcome. And then I think Mark, I haven't seen you in a while, Mark. I don't think Mark Swanson. Have you been in here? I think you have. Your name looks so familiar, but after a while, everyone's name kind of looks familiar. Mark, if you can hear me okay, you can unmute yourself and say hi if you got something specific if you want to, if you'd like to. If not, you can drop it in the chat. Let's see, Jai, my friend, always good to have you in here, Jai. Hi, Jai. If you're there, Jai. If you want to say hi, feel free. If not, is there anything specific anyone wants to see? Let me see. Oh, actually, here we go. Oh, Gary had that question. Okay, Gary, I just saw your question about the LinkedIn post, which shows the opens. So as far as LinkedIn, and Ina, I'm going to bring you in here on this one. For the LinkedIn videos, as far as the opens, it would just show the basic watch, open, watch, view the page, right? I believe just on LinkedIn, you'd have to label your videos within Dubb to know who got that video if it was a generic video. Obviously, if it was someone specific, it'd be easy to tell because you know who it's to because you would just title it within Dubb. Does that sound right,
The-
She might be busy on something, but yeah, that's pretty much how it would work, Gary.
Okay, then how do you drop it in? That was my other question.
Oh yeah, yeah. You just go like this. So if you gotta definitely connect with the person first, send that little connector message, and then when you do, this would be it here, and then click the message button down here at the bottom, right here, message. And then you can do one of two things. So you can come in here. This little button here is the shortcut we have with LinkedIn. So when you have the Dubb Chrome extension screen recorder pinned and
Got
locked
that.
in here at the top, this little button's going to show. So when you select it, that's when you're going to be able to scroll through your video library. See right here? I'm going through.
Yes.
So what you do is select the video, click insert, and then you can highlight this text and change it to something specific if you want to. Whatever the
I,
heck.
I
And then
think
click send, and then it's
this is
off,
where
and then
my
they'll get it.
hand ready.
Okay, but is that for a message? But what about for a post? Could you actually take a video you have on Dubb and use it in a LinkedIn post, or is that not possible?
No, yeah, yeah, no, we do that all the time. So what you can do is this one here. If you're going to do a social post, I'll go to
Right.
this one. Yeah, let me show you. This one. Let's just take this one right here. So when you do these social posts, they really like the raw videos. So every Dubb video that you record, let me go back here, has an MP4 version you can download. So if I'm in my video library, let's just pretend that this is my social video, right? You want to download the MP4. This.
Ah, okay, got it.
Download this, and then when you get on whatever platform you're on, you start a post, right? So you click start a post, you upload the video from your computer, you do your hashtags and all that, and then just make sure below you have a pinned comment that always stays at the top, and I would just make that a Dubb link. So when they click it, they'll end up on a landing page where they can, learn more, take an action. I'd make the video like a minute or less and just have a strong call to action. Say, hey, click the link in the pinned comment below if you want to learn more or take that action.
Right, that's perfectly what I was trying to find out. And then the last part of that was when somebody clicks that going through your post, does it show up as an open or is that now off of your radar?
If it's a raw video going in there, it would be off of there, but it will show that they're on the landing page though, and then they do some action from there.
Okay, and again, it's got to be loaded in MP4 version onto the onto the LinkedIn site. Got it.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
perfect. Thank you.
Cool. Yeah, you're welcome. All right, everybody. Well, listen, if anyone has some last second things before we head out, anything on anybody's mind before we are off to other things throughout the day? Anybody? Anybody?
What if you, um,
Oh, hey, Mark.
this is great. You have helped me. Eileen is terrific. I've been doing email campaigns and it's always step by step. So we got a lot of gist. We got the newsletter uh, going out to over 4,000 people a month. Now I'm looking at workflows as to how to further capitalize, to go another deeper
Yeah.
and trying to make contact with people. So
Yeah.
it never ends.
Well, that's because people are like so busy today. Half the time, like if it was an accurate version of how today is, I would be doing the live training, and all of a sudden I'd find this social post with a funny cat video and be like, "Oh, hold on, guys, hold on." And I just like, all right, wait, what were we talking about? Like people are just so busy in general, like in general, with all this incoming they get all the time, whether it's from work, social, whatever it is, because you're walking around with a computer. You're constantly like, what's happening? Ding, ding, ding. So I feel that you kind of have to do your due diligence of the omni-channel approach and everything. And the advantage to to having the drip is that they're going to keep getting something because they might have missed the other ones. Like with us, when somebody signs up to Dubb, I think we have like a 12 email sequence. I think we probably have some SMS stuff too. But it's a drip of like, hey, it's a new topic every time they get something. It's not always going to be the same thing. So, yeah.
Well, what I was thinking is that So I'm sending all this information or these newsletters out, and I'm getting like 40, maybe 50 people that view that seem like, maybe they're a little more interested. So I'm thinking I should create some type of workflow or follow up or,
Mhm.
hey, thanks, do something with this. It's a low percentage, but 40 or 50, like I should maybe be doing more. And I just kind of stumbled on the workflow the other day. So I'm thinking I should be doing that with at least with this smaller inset group of the larger email campaign.
Well, that's the powerful part about, the Pro Plus plan is that, if you upgrade into Pro Plus, if you're not on it now, Darius is like he's the workflow master. He's incredible at that stuff. So,
I'm on
um,
that, so I'll have to be talking to him, I guess.
yeah,
But
he's amazing with it. I mean, he's been doing it since the beginning. He's like the architect of like all that, and he's very
and
pointed in terms of what the drip should be. Because if someone did take an action, obviously that messaging is tailored for that person, and there are certain triggers. If someone does something, then they're taken down a different road. So people that are using it, find it convenient because it's running on auto. It's where you're doing other stuff.
well, and I just want to say kudos to you because you had a one-on-one training with me and helped me get this GIF part done. And Eileen, she has been an angel in helping me getting these newsletters out. And each month it keeps getting better and better. And I guess I'm a person of repetition. It takes more than once for me to do anything. So
Yeah.
it's all great, and Dubb is terrific. So
Well, I appreciate the kind words, Mark. Thanks. We appreciate it. Yeah, we just want people to be able to like, hey, listen, are you making sure your GIF looks good? Is it giving some kind of message? Is it giving some kind of context? And then is your video short to the point? Are you bringing any value? Do you have a good hook in terms of what the person might want to stop and watch the video for? Because we're in a swipe society, if they're not interested in the first 3 seconds are gone. So it's like, there's all these different things that you give yourself the best shot, in terms of that. So yeah.
very good.
Yeah, thanks, Mark. And then everybody, we're kind of out of time. We're hitting against the top of the hour here. We got to jump to another room. But thank you so much for showing up, everyone. We appreciate it. And see you again maybe tomorrow if you come back in. If not, watch the recording later. It'll be on YouTube, and we'll go from there. Happy recording, everybody. See you soon.
I
Bye.
know, thanks.